War and Peace. Book 11, 1812. By Leo Tolstoy. Narrated by Peter Silverleaf. Chapter 1. Absolute continuity of motion is not comprehensible to the human mind. Laws of motion of any kind become comprehensible to man only when he examines arbitrarily selected elements of that motion. But at the same time, a large proportion of human error comes from the arbitrary division of continuous motion into discontinuous elements. There is a well-known so-called sophism of the ancients consisting in this, that Achilles could never catch up with a tortoise he was following in spite of the fact that he travelled 10 times as fast as the tortoise. By the time Achilles has covered the distance that separated him from the tortoise has covered 1/10 of that distance ahead of him. When Achilles has covered that 10th, the tortoise has covered another 100th, and so on forever. This problem seemed to the ancients insoluble. The absurd answer that Achilles could never overtake the tortoise resulted from this, that motion was arbitrarily divided into discontinuous elements, whereas the motion both of Achilles and of the tortoise was continuous. By adopting smaller and smaller elements of motion, we only approach a solution of the problem, but never reach it. Only when we have admitted the conception of the infinitely small and the resulting geometrical progression with a common ratio of 1/10, and have found the sum of this progression to infinity, do we reach a solution of the problem. A modern branch of mathematics, having achieved the art of dealing with the infinitely small, can now yield solutions in other, more complex problems of motion, which used to appear insoluble. This modern branch of mathematics, unknown to the ancients, when dealing with problems of motion, admits the conception of the infinitely small, and so conforms to the chief condition of motion, absolute continuity, and thereby corrects the inevitable error which the human mind cannot avoid when it deals with separate elements of motion instead of examining continuous motion. In seeking the laws of historical movement, just the same thing happens. The movement of humanity, arising as it does from innumerable arbitrary human wills, is continuous. To understand the laws of this continuous...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?